Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Tell me, have you brought the books today? Okay. Now tell me, shall we proceed with a few more problems, or shall we go to 8th lesson? Few more problems are left out in the chapter 4th lesson. Shall we do that, or shall we go to 8th lesson? What about others too? I mean, Yuvraj and Magesh. Problems, okay. Right. Once we complete this, I hope you would bring the second volume for the next class. Right. So in the last class we have learnt about, to find out the inductance of the coil. Okay. Now take down the next question. Sorry, next transformer you have seen. Okay. The next one is a resistance of question number 4.61. Question number 4.61. This is one of the very important question. Very frequently they may ask, in case if they choose this compulsory 5-mark question, they may ask this question. It's very easy also. There are 5 things we have to find out. You would have seen the question. Almost 5 things are there. Each one carries 1 mark. So 5 marks are there for that. Such a lengthy problem, but very simple. Take down quickly. A resistance of 50 ohms. Hope you have got the book. You can copy the question first. Given data is there, resistance is given 50 ohms resistance, then inductance is given 0.5 Henry, and then the third one is the capacitance is given, that is 5 microfarad. C is equal to 5 microfarad. And this can be written as 5 into 10 power minus 6 farad. Okay, and then next one is the EMF is given. Instantaneous EMF. E is equal to 311 E0 sin omega t, 314 t. So this is what the data given, right? So using this data, we are going to find out the frequency of AC, maximum voltage, inductive reactance, capacitive reactance, impedance. So these are the things we have to find out. Right. Now, to find out all the other things, if you want inductive reactance, capacitive reactance, everything, we have to find out the frequency. So here the frequency is not given. So before proceeding to the first part of this answer, let us first take down the equation. From that equation we will calculate what is the frequency of the given AC. That is a very, very important one. That is the first point we have to find out. So take down the solution now. So what is this given equation? Given E is equal to 311 sin 314 t. isn't it? We know E is equal to E naught sin omega t, right? இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா this E naught is nothing but 311. E naught ன்றது தெரியுமா? Yuvraj, tell me what is E naught here? Exactly, peak value of EMF 311 volt. And here sin omega t. The sin omega t la t is already there. So from this we can say omega is nothing but 314. Isn't it? So omega 314 அப்படிங்கறத வெச்சு we know omega is equal to 2 pi nu. அதுல என்ன பண்ணலாம்? இப்ப frequency கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். Okay. So from this we can say this implies omega is equal to 314. Or we can say omega t is 314t or omega is equal to 314. Right? But we know what is omega. Already I told you already, omega is nothing but 2 pi nu. That means 2 pi nu is equal to 314. Omega ku badal da 2 pi mu. That means you can write because omega is equal to 2 pi nu. இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்? nu கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். Frequency of AC. So 314 divided by 2 into this pi is nothing but 3.14. Right? Simple calculation. How can you calculate this easily? ஜெனரலாவே உங்களுக்கு போர்டு எக்ஸாம்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடா இருக்க மாதிரி லாக்லாம் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. நீங்க ஜெனரலாவே ப்ராப்ளம் சால்வ் பண்ணும்போது யோசிக்கலாம் எந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிளா இருக்கோ சிம்பிளா சால்வ் பண்ணணும் அந்த மாதிரி क्वेश्चंस தான் கேட்பாங்க. சோ இத பாக்கும்போது கூட you can see this is 314, this is 314. சோ இது ரெண்டும் ஒண்ணா வர மாதிரி பண்ணா என்ன பண்ணலாம்? ஈஸியா கேன்சல் பண்ணிடலாம். அதனால என்ன பண்ணலாம்? இத I'll just write this as 314 into 100 by கீழ என்ன பண்ணலாம்? 2 into this 3.14 into 100. 3.14 into 100. That means multiplying and dividing by same number. It won't change the value. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும் பாருங்க இது? This will become 314 into 100 by 2 into 314 ஆயிடும். Isn't it? So it becomes simple. So now we can cancel this 314 directly. So what is remaining now? 100 by 2, which is nothing but 50 hertz. So the first point we have found out. The frequency of AC is 50 hertz. Right? Quick, make it fast. Second one, we have to find out the maximum voltage. Right? So maximum voltage is nothing but called a peak voltage. So from the equation, we can say E naught is nothing but 311. So this is another maximum voltage. So the second point, this is first point, we can say this is first one. The second one, E is equal to E naught sin omega t. That means E is equal to the same equation I am writing. 311 sin 314 t. So this implies E naught is equal to 311 volt. This is otherwise called the maximum voltage or peak value. The question la enna kettuko adhe mari adunga. Therefore the maximum voltage E naught is equal to 311 volt. So as it is you can write. Then the third point is we have to find out the inductive reactance. It is called XL. And remember 3 mark question என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க? இந்த மாதிரி ஈஸியா அந்த இண்டக்டிவ் ரியாக்டன்ஸ் கெபாசிட்டிவ் ரியாக்டன்ஸ் கால்குலேட் பண்ற மாதிரி டைரக்டா क्वेश्चन கேட்பாங்க. எப்படி கொடுப்பாங்கன்னா frequencyயும் கொடுத்துட்டு டைரக்டா XL கேட்பாங்க இல்ல XC கேட்பாங்க. கெபாசிட்டன்ஸ் வேல்யூ கொடுத்துட்டு they will directly ask. So if you know this part easily, you can attempt one of the questions from 3 mark. So learn it properly. We know that XL is nothing but L omega, or otherwise XL is equal to, or you can write straight away, L into omega is nothing but 2 pi nu, right? 2 pi nu. L is given here 0.5, and nu is also we have found out. How much is that? 50. By substituting that value straight away we can calculate. So L is 0.5. So 0.5 into 2 into 3.14 into 50. Now tell me, calculate and tell me quickly. This 2 5s are 10, 1.0 into 3.14 into 50. This is directly 3.14 into 50. So 0, 5 4s are 22. So 157. The value is 157 ohms. So inductive reactance is 157 ohms. Unit எழுத மறந்துட கூடாது. Otherwise they will reduce half mark. Without unit, if you mention that answer, will be marks will be deducted. Half marks will be deducted. So the second one is over. Similarly, find out the fourth one. Third one is over. Fourth one, that is capacitive reactance. This is called the XC. So we know XC is nothing but 1 by C omega. That is 1 by C into 2 pi nu. So 1 by C value is already given. This is nothing but 5 microfarad. That is 5 into 10 power minus 6 farad. So put that one, 5 into 10 power minus 6 farad into 2 into 3.14 into 50. You are going to find out this and tell me the answer. Use logbook and find out quickly. மகேஷ்க்கு தெரியுமா? லாக் எடுக்க தெரியுமா மகேஷ்க்கு? This can be taken as 10 power 6 numerator. You take this 10 power minus 6 to numerator. What is remaining? 5 into 2 into 3.14 into 50. See how simple it is going to be. 10 power 6 is there in the numerator. The denominator 5, 2 and 50. 10 into 50. 10 into 3.14 into 50. That is 10 power 6 by 3.14 into 500. Don't do like this, but I asked you to use your logbook to find out. Okay? I'm just telling you how to simplify and then do that. But use your logbook so that it will be easy for you to find out the answer. use logbook quickly and tell me the answer. Log 10, log 3.14, log 50. Log 10 is 1.0000. This one is 0.314. 31/4 column. Tell me the log value. 31/4 column. 4969. 4969. And similarly, this one is 1.50 zeroth column. 6990. Now we have to add this. 9, 15, 19, 11, 3. So 3.1959. Now, since here it is, you have to take this as 1 here. Power it can be kept as it is. So 1 log 1 you have to take. From this you have to subtract this value. So log 1 is nothing but 0.0000, and this value is 3.1959. That is log of the, you can write it as denominator, log of the denominator. Now subtract it. So 10 minus 9 1, 9 minus 5 4, 9 minus 9 0, 9 minus 1 8. Here bar 1 minus 3, bar 4. Here you have borrowed 1, so it becomes bar 1, and since you are subtracting, this is minus. So minus 1 minus 3 will become minus 4. Now anti-log of bar 4.8041. Come on, 8041. It is 6369. 6369 into, since it is 4 bar 4, you have to write it as 10 power minus 3. Okay. இந்த மாதிரி இருந்தா என்ன பண்ணும் 10 power minus 3. யூசுவலா பிளஸ்ல இருக்கும்போது நம்பர்ஸ்லாம் இங்க பாருங்க 10க்கு லாக் எடுக்கும்போது 2 டிஜிட் இருந்தா 1 எடுக்கிறோம், 1 டிஜிட் இருந்தா 0 எடுக்கிறோம். இது வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் நம்பர். பட் இதே மாதிரி நெகட்டிவ்ல வரும்போது ஆன்டி லாக் எடுக்கும்போது இங்க -3 இருந்தா இங்க -4. இது வந்து ஆப்போசிட் ஆகும். சோ திஸ் இஸ் தி தட் இஸ் 0 பாயிண்ட். ஆன்டி லாக்ல எப்பவுமே இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். 0.6939 வரும். The power inga bar 4 vanda inga bar 3 எடுத்துக்கணும். So the answer is now 0.6369 into 10 power minus 3. இங்க ஒரு plus 6 இருக்கு. So அதையும் சேர்த்துக்கணும். So what is coming now? 0.6369 into 10 power 6 வந்து 3 ஆயிடுச்சு. 10 power 3. இப்போ இதை மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்? You will get 636.9. That is the value of XC ohms. XC is equal to 636.9. Check your answer. It is 636.9. Make it fast. Copy that. Though it is very lengthy, very easy only. ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட்டான நியூமெரிக்கல்ஸ்லாம் இல்ல இதுல. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். அடிஷன் சப்ட்ராக்ஷன் மட்டும் தான் இருக்குல்ல. Easily can do that. So then the final one, last point. What is the last point we have to find out? Impedance of the circuit. That is fifth one. Impedance. Z is equal to square root of r square plus xl minus xc the whole square. ஏற்கனவே நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம் இல்லையா RLC சர்க்யூட் அந்த ஃபார்முலா தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். So z is equal to square root of r square plus xl minus xc the whole square. Right? Now substitute the value now. R square resistance in the beginning ல கொடுத்திருக்கு பார்த்திருப்பீங்க 50 ohms அப்படினு கொடுத்திருக்கு. Isn't it? Resistance is 50 ohms. So square root 50 square plus XL value கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கோம். எவ்வளவு 157. So 157 minus this value 636.9 whole square is equal to you may be thinking, sir, how is it possible, sir? 157 minus 636.9 எப்படி முடியும் அப்படின்னா actually it is, since this value is greater, we have to assume that the circuit is predominantly capacitive. இது அதிகமா இருக்கனால so capacitive reactance அதிகமா இருக்கு. அந்த impedance diagram போட்டோம் இல்லையா, இந்த diagram போட்டோம் இல்லையா, so இதுல வந்து இது XL எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம், இது XC ன்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம் இல்லையா, இது resistance. இப்போ இது அதிகமா இருக்கிறதுனால என்ன ஆகுது, instead of saying XL minus XC we will say that it is XC minus XL. so இந்த வேல்யூ என்ன ஆகும், XC minus XL difference வந்து திருப்பி இருக்கும். so we are not bothered about minus sign, only we have to find out the difference. Okay, now square root of 50 square is 2500 plus the 636.9 636.9 la 157 you have to reduce, subtract. So 9 16 minus 7 is 9, 12 minus 5 7 4, so 479.9 479.9 479.9 the whole square. Right? So this value alone we can calculate and then add with that, then we can take the log. Okay? So take down up to this one quickly. Now since 50 square we know 2500, we will find out using log what is square root of 479.9, then we will add that, then take the square root. So now take the log for log 479.9. Since it is square means again we have to take 479.9 is 2.2 point. Now logarithm of, find out 47 479 47 ninth difference, ninth column. 47 ninth column is 6803 and then ninth 8 you have to add, so 6811. This 6811 6811, simply you have to add 2 2 3 5 5.3622. If you take anti-log of this one, 5.3622 is equal to, how much is that? Anti-log of 3622. ஏமாச்சுக்கோ anti-log எடுக்கும்போது இந்த பாயிண்ட் எடுக்கக்கூடாது, பாயிண்ட்டுக்கு அப்புறம் இருக்க நம்பர் மட்டும் தான் anti-log எடுக்கும். So 36th second column second difference. So it is 2302. சொன்ன 3622 3622 2302. So it is 0.2302 into 10 power. Here it is 5 na inga 6 ன்னு போடணும். இங்க மட்டும் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணணும். I told you இல்லையா, இங்க 4 ன்னு போய் இங்க நெகட்டிவ் வரும்போது லெஸ் பண்ணோம். ஆனா இங்க பாசிட்டிவ் வரும்போது என்ன பண்ணணும், ஆட் பண்ணிக்கணும். ஓகே, சோ அப்போ இப்போ இது ஆட் பண்ண என்ன வரும் பாருங்க. இட் இஸ் 4 போயிருச்சு இல்லையா. சோ இட் இஸ் நதிங் பட் 230200. இதுதான் என்னுடைய வேல்யூ, ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் ஆஃப் திஸ் வேல்யூ. அதனால என்ன பண்ணலாம், இங்க ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் ஆஃப் 2500 பிளஸ் 230200 230200. சோ ஆட் பண்ணா எவ்வளவு வருது பாருங்க. 0 plus 0 0, again 0, 5 plus 2 7, and then 2, and then 2 3 23270. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணோம், இதுக்கு ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் கண்டுபிடிக்கும். So another point now, log 23270. ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கும் தெரியுமா யுவராஜ்? ஸ்கொயர் ரூட், how to find out the square root of that? இது எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கும் தெரியுமா? log எப்படி எடுக்கணும்னு கேக்குறேன் நான். You don't have to refer the book. Tell me the way to find out the log for this. எப்படி எடுக்கணும் தெரியுமா? ரூட் எல்லாம் எடுக்க முடியாது. ரூட் போடணும்டா, இப்போ எடுக்க சொல்ற நீ. See, you have to take log. This is எப்படி எழுதலாம், இத 23270 பவர் half னு எழுதலாம் இல்லையா? அதனால பவர் half னு எழுதணும். அப்போ இது a பவர் m ஃபார்முலா மாதிரி m log n அது மாதிரி வரும் இல்லையா? அப்போ half எடுத்துட்டு இதோட log எடுத்துட்டு into half அத டிவைட் பண்ணனும் 2 ஆல. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் anti log எடுக்கணும். Okay, that is what square root of x, whatever given. So take log for this first. It is 4.23270 வந்து 4 points. log என்ன வேல்யூ சொல்லு பார்க்கலாம். 232700 இல்லையா? 00 means you'll have 5. So it is 5 points. 2327 log சொல்லு பார்க்கலாம். 2327 7ல ஒரு 13 ஆட் பண்ணுங்க. 55 plus 13 68, 3668. So it is 3668. Okay, now we have to take half log of 232700 is nothing but 5.3668 divided by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 6 are 12. So 2.6834. So இது மாதிரி divide பண்ணிட்டு then we have to take the anti-log. So anti-log of 2.6834 is equal to 6834 anti-log. (4819) plus 4. So 4823. 0.4823 into 10 power 3. That means 482.3. So the answer is here 482.3 ohms impedance Z is equal to. Okay, so 5 points are there, each one carries 1 mark. Done. Next similar question we'll take. Yesterday we did, I think, similar question. Take down this question. An electric lamp. Last question. An electric lamp. Adukaprom we'll come to the transformer question. Okay. An electric lamp. Last question take down. An electric lamp which works at 80 volt and 10 amps DC is connected to 100 volt 50 hertz alternating current. Now calculate the inductance of the choke required so that the bulb draws the same current of 10 amps. So what is that we have to calculate? We have to calculate the inductance of the choke coil required so that the bulb draws the same current of 10 amps. Okay. So you can see that the circuit has got inductance is there and it has got a resistance. Okay, electric lamp is there. So it can be considered as a circuit containing a resistor and a inductor. Illa C illa. Anala enna kandupidikanum appa. Using that we have to find out Z kandupidicha adula enna pannalam XL kandupidikalam. And the XL la enna pannalam L kandupidikalam. So first to take down the data what is given here. So it is given as electric which works at 80 volt DC. So we can say V is equal to 80 volts. We can say it is DC. And similarly VAC is also there which is given as 100 volt. Okay. And I is given. I at 10 amps, that is this is for DC, and then frequency is given 50 hertz. Now we are asked to find out what is L. Now using the DC we can find out first resistance. So you can say in a DC circuit, take it as first DC. In a DC circuit R is equal to V by I. That is V is here 80 and I is given as 10. So it is nothing but 8 ohms. Resistance is found out. So resistance kadichiruchu. So idhe resistance na we are going to use for, it will be there for AC also. For AC enna pannalam, from AC we can, since we have to calculate the impedance, we require resistance as well as the impedance. Anal enna using this AC circuit we find out the impedance in AC circuit. Right? Impedance formula நமக்கு தெரியும். என்ன தெரியுமா? யுவராஜ் தெரியுமா? Impedance சொல்லு பார்க்கலாம். என்ன formula? Z is equal to not that one. இங்க இருக்கிற டேட்டா வச்சு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். இங்க கொடுத்திருக்க டேட்டா வச்சு how to find out the impedance. No. ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் தானப்பா Z ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் இங்க தான் கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கோம்ல Z is equal V by I. அதே மாதிரி இங்க AC சர்க்யூட்ல Z என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? E effective by I effective. No. அதேதான் V by I by E by I. E effective by I effective. இங்க I effective both are current is same. அதனால ரெண்டு இடத்துலயுமே AC என்னது கரண்ட் ஏசியும் 100 ஆம்ஸ் 10 ஆம்ஸ் டிசிலையும் 10 ஆம்ஸ். அதனால அந்த கரண்ட் தான் என்ன சொல்றோம் I effective IRMS அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கிறோம். சோ E effective ஆல்ரெடி given எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்கு ஏசில 100 கொடுத்திருக்கு. சோ 100 by 10 தான் என்னது இம்பிடன்ஸ். சோ substitute that value. This is 100 by 10. This is nothing but 10 ohms. So Z is equal to 10 ohms. So இந்த ரெண்டு தெரிஞ்சிச்சு R தெரியும் Z தெரியும். Okay, using this we can find out what is XL. Okay, come on, find out. Now Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL square. ஏன்னா XL minus XC ல இங்க XC இல்லாதனால வெறும் XL square எடுத்துக்கறாங்க. Okay, now Z value நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. So it is 10 is equal to, or first we'll take XL only we want. So take XL. What is XL now? XL is equal to square root of Z square minus R square. Okay, so Z square is nothing but Z is 10. So it is 10 square minus R is 8 square. So it is square root of 100 minus 64. How much is that? 100 minus 64. It is 36. Isn't it? This is nothing but 6. So XL வந்து 6 ன்னு கிடைச்சிச்சு. இத வச்சு என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் நம்ம? L கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். Inductance தான் we are asked to find out. Isn't it? Calculate the inductance of the choke required. But we know what is XL? L omega, that is 2 pi nu into L. Okay, okay, XL formula என்ன 2 pi nu into L. அதான் L omega தான் omega by 2 pi nu. So இந்த XL இதுக்கு equate பண்றோம். Equate பண்ணா we can find out L. So from this L is equal to XL by 2 pi nu. So L is equal. XL formula well already we have found out. How much is that? 6 ohms னு சொல்லிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? So it is 6 by 2 into 3.14 into nu is already given 50. So substitute that value 50 here. So how much is that? 6 by 3.14 into 100. Or you can take log for everything and find out. Instead of multiplying, straight away take log and find out quickly. இதுக்கான கண்டுபிடி பார்க்கலாம். At least you work out this value and tell me the answer. Don't give me the book bag answer. I'll ask your numerator value and denominator value. You have to tell me quickly. Find out the first denominator value. Log 2, then log 3.14, similarly log 50. And similarly log 6. 496. If you want to look at the board, you work out of your own. Yuvraj, you have to calculate. Each and everyone should do that. In a company service, அது ரெண்டு பேரும் ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கிறீங்க. You should do that, no? Very good. It seems Nitya has done a mistake. நல்லா ஓங்கி அடிச்சுக்கணும் தலையில. It is not enough. Got it quickly. It will take just 2 minutes for you to calculate. Why are you taking this much time? Nitya, tell me what is the log value of denominator? Hello, are you able to hear? I know that. You showed that, no, by just by your mannerism. But I want you to tell me what is the log value of your denominator value. That is, how much you have taken. Have you added that? .4969. It is the log value of the denominator. And similarly, the log value of the numerator, that is log 6, is nothing but 0.7782. You have to say sixth column, that is sixth number, zeroth difference. That is 60, 0. 7782. This has to be taken as 60. So 0.7782. Now we have to subtract from this one here. 0.7782 la 2.4969. This is log of the numerator and this is log of the denominator. You have to subtract it. Bar 2.2813. You require a lot of practice. இந்த சின்ன சின்ன சம்ஸ்லாம் போட முடியலனா you will find it difficult to complete your sums in the board exam. நிறைய பிராக்டிஸ் வேணும். வீட்டுக்கு போய் அந்த சம்ல என்ன பண்ணணும், பார்க்காம ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணி பார்க்கணும். Then only you can get trained up. Now anti-log of this one. Bar 2.2813. இதுல 2813 க்கு மட்டும் anti-log பாருங்க. 28 first column 1910. Third one it is 1 you have to add 1911. So it is 0.1911 into 10 power minus 1. Already told you minus la வரும்போது என்ன பண்ணனும், ஒன்னு less பண்ணி போடுங்க இங்க. That means it is 0.0191. 0.019 or other 3 digits enough because இங்க எல்லாமே 3 digits, maximum digit 3 இருக்கிறதுனால you can restrict this answer to 0.019 Henry. If you want you can add 1 also. So this is the final answer. கிடைச்சதா ஏதாவது? Have you got answer anywhere in this steps? Where did you make a mistake? Where did you make a mistake? Which line did you make a mistake? Okay. Be careful because while taking logarithm it's human error because so many numbers are there. You may make mistakes while copying. That is why when you are looking at the log book, use your scale. And the scale வச்சு அந்த லைன்ல பார்த்தா clean-ஆ தெரியும். You have to use your scale so that you will not make any mistake. Okay. Finally, I'll give you this question for you to work out at home. Which one? The previous one. You try this at home and tell me. I'll ask that sir to check it out whether you have done it using logbook. Proper பண்ணி நாளைக்கு you have to submit it. You have to show that to that sir. In turn, he will tell me whether you have done it properly. Okay, last that is the problem which is 4.63 transformer problem. A transformer as efficiency is given. Using that, you have to find out the primary and secondary current. Simple question தான். இங்க என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கு பாருங்க. I'll give you the clue only. Take down quickly. Using this clue, you have to find out. Write down quickly. Clue. Take down the clue first. First data. What is data given? First write that. Eta is equal to 80%. Power input is 4000 watts. Power input 4000 watts. And EP is given. Primary EMF. Primary voltage EP is equal 100 volts and ES is 240 volts. This is data. இப்போ using this first formula, power input is equal to EPIP. Power input is equal to EPIP. அது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணலாம், நம்ம ஐபி கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். So power input is equal to EPIP. From that find IP. That is the first clue. அதே மெத்தட்ல செகண்ட் மெத்தட்ல என்ன பண்ணா ESIS is equal to power output இல்லையா, அது கண்டுபிடிக்க என்ன பண்ணணும், முதல்ல பவர் அவுட்புட் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். பவர் அவுட்புட் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம், using that efficiency. So write that efficiency is equal to power output by power input. Eta efficiency is equal to power output by power input. So இதை யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணலாம், find the output power. இப்போ next லைன்ல என்ன பண்ணோம், using this power output is equal to ESIS. power output is equal to ES IS. அதுல இருந்து find IS. Very simple problem only. You can try this. இந்த மெத்தட யூஸ் பண்ணி இந்த க்ளூ யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணலாம், ஈஸியா you can solve this problem. Okay, can you try that? Okay, right. Tell me in the next class, which lesson shall we start? 8th lesson or 5th lesson? Your choice. 8th lesson. On Monday you write a test on this 4th lesson. I'll give you the questions. I'll send the question paper to your center probably tomorrow evening, and you can get the paper answer on the paper and then start preparing for the test, which is to be written on Monday between 8 and 8:30. Right, you can move now.